Hey everybody, how you doing? I ended up making a video kind of off the cuff today, and you see, look at the looks on these two guys' faces here. Jeez, what's going on? So I thought I'd just explain. I got up really early this morning, had a long day, shipped a bunch of stuff out, and took my daughter to a couple places to pick some things up, that we need for the house, and we needed to stop by Walmart. So I take my laptop with me sometimes when I go places. Just put it in my backpack. I don't feel comfortable leaving it in my house sometimes, seeing that I've had issues with leaving my house and sometimes things are messed up. If my son goes to the store, there's nobody here. Come home, things are moved around, things are messed up. So take my computer with me. So we get out of the truck. We start walking in, and I actually, before I go any further, I don't feel like this was a case of harassment. This was just an opportunity to talk to this officer. Yeah, this was them doing their job for Walmart. So uh, just wanted to put that out there. But we were walking up to the garden area, and the Walmart employee points at me, and the police officer points also, and then they look at each other and like nod. And at first I was thinking, are these guys literally pointing at me saying there's that guy? And then I thought, wait a minute, there's some kind of rule these guys are pointing out. They're gonna let me know what it is when I get up here. So I get up there, and that's exactly what it was. They said, actually, the Walmart employee said it. He said, "Sir, I can't let you in with your backpack. I can let you put it in the locker if you'd like, and then go in." And uh, any other targeted individual out there knows how comfortable I would feel leaving my computer in a Walmart locker. So I said, "No, that's okay. I'd rather just go in and get my stuff. I would come in here all the time. I'd like to just go in." And as I'm saying this, like three ladies walk by with a purse, and all their purses are pretty big, and they've got a zipper on them. They're, you know, very similar to my backpack, a bag with a zipper on it. I was like, so ladies can go in with the purse, and I can't go in with the backpack. I'm just trying to go in here. You know, my daughter wanted some makeup. So they're like, nope, you can't come in. I said, okay. And then I just on uh, instinct, I guess, just pulled my phone out of my pocket and I started talking to this guy. And I gave him a bunch of good information, and I was, feel like I was doing a good interview. And at this point right here, when we both have these looks on our face, what this look is me realizing that for the last like a couple minutes that I've been talking to this guy, I hadn't been recording. And the look on his face is him realizing that I realized that, going, ah, oh, darn. So here's our conversation. And again, I don't really feel these guys were um, organized stalking me. I just wanted to talk to this police officer. I talk to when I go, like I told this guy, I said when I go to the gas station, I tell people, and actually I stopped there because I started off on some other tangent. But when I go to the gas station, when I go to the post office, when I go to literally anywhere, I talk to everybody um, about, it's not always about targeted individuals or gang stalking, but a lot of the time it is. So I just thought I would go ahead and talk to this guy here, give him a little bit of information about an InfraGard, SSG, Citizen Corps, the Fourth Amendment, U.S. Code 18, Section 241, 242. I told him about the FISA court. Actually, I started with DHS, FISA court, fusion centers. I gave him the rundown from beginning to end. And he sat there and listened to me. I think because he saw on my camera, he could see that the numbers weren't moving. So he was just like, yeah, really? Okay, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. And then I realized, and that's when this started.
Oh, and see, my camera wasn't recording, but you weren't gonna tell me that.
All right.
So, are you too busy right now to talk to me? Or?
Right now, I'm working for Walmart, and I'm trying to prevent any sort of issues. So.
Okay, cool. So, am I causing an issue or?
No.
Okay. Because I was a journalist in the Air Force, 10 years. Just what I used to do as a job, and I'm still doing it now.
Well, I'm gonna go make sure that there's no one shoplifting because I'm working for Walmart right now. So.
Okay. So you guys work privately
yes.
doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
So just to let you know, it'd be a good thing for you to research.
Okay.
Organized stalking, harassment, gang stalking. It's not a bunch of delusional, schizophrenic people. It's something that actually funded through our government, compartmentalized, organized groups. It's like a Stasi policing system. Violates the Fourth Amendment, U.S. Code 18 and Section 241 and 242. And I'm putting as much information out as I can to everybody.
Okay.
Not just you. I talked to people at the gas station. And actually, if you're wondering about this, I talked to this right here. That.
I'm pointing at my ankle bracelet right here, the ankle monitor I've been wearing since January 5th. So coming up on my 1-year anniversary with that thing on.
I questioned one of your officers in Avondale about organized stalking and harassment. And she thought it was pretty funny. She told me a targeted individual had died the day before and started laughing about it. And I posted that video on YouTube, and 3 weeks later I was arrested. So that's why I'm doing this and I'm documenting, because if you're not involved in this, then you should know about the people you're working with.
Again, I don't think every police officer in the force is involved in this. There was a police officer in New York that came out, said I was a police officer. I saw this targeting program happening. I saw people involved in it. They were doing it to me. And, you know, so I don't think that everybody's involved. I think some people, I mean, look at the look on this guy's face, though. He is not happy with me right now that he's on camera. He is pissed. You know, the good thing is, though, he can't target me. I'm already targeted. So that's one of the reasons I'm just going to go ahead and talk to him. They've already gone too far, so I need to keep doing this. And, yeah, that, whew, boy, look at that. Look at that. Just, he wishes he could just punch me in the face.
Yeah, I'm just documenting as much as possible. You can see I'm a little worked up.
Sure.
Because it's 24/7
Well, if you
harassment.
have an issue, call it in.
I have.
Okay.
But see, when you call to the police.
And that's the lure right there. Go ahead, call it in. Tell them you're doing this. Tell them you're doing this. See what happens. Be in the psych ward.
Do a psych ward, or they ask you if you're on your meds, and they don't do any of the research.
Which I'm not on meds, by the way, just to clarify.
Ask them to do. They just look at you like you're crazy. So that's why I'm doing these videos to get out. I do interviews with CIA, FBI, NSA, former NSA.
Actually, I've done an interview with Kevin Shipp, who is former CIA, and when I talk about FBI, I'm talking about Gerald Sosebee, my friend Gerald Sosebee. He's a targeted individual. He speaks out about this. When I say NSA, I'm talking about Karen Melton Stewart. Call her my friend too. She's an awesome person. So I have no problem at all dropping these names, which is what I'm doing. I'm name dropping. You know, it's like when somebody's in, I don't know, music industry. They're trying to sound cool. They're dropping some names, and it's kind of cheesy. You shouldn't do that because it makes you look like an idiot. But right now, some of these police officers, if they think that I am crazy, they haven't had a chance to talk to me. They just have information that they're getting from some kind of fusion center. If I speak to them directly, look them in the eye, and talk to them about this, and they can see, you know, the passion in my face, and hear what I'm telling them, they might rethink this and look some of this up, and, you know, research a little bit further into what they're doing. And again, I'm not saying that this guy was stalking me or harassing me. It's just, you know, he was standing at the door. He's working for Walmart. Cops work off, not off duty. They'll work for private businesses. So like when I lived in Norman, Oklahoma, the store next to us would have a party once a year, and they would hire the police officers. They'd pay them like $20-25 an hour. They'd come in uniform, and they would be like their security guards, basically. So you can do that if they're, you know, on your team, I guess.
Okay. So these people back me up, and tell me to keep doing what I'm doing,
Whoa.
and are credible people.
Okay. All right, sir. Have a
What's
good day,
that?
all right?
You can have it. Okay.
She was asking if the cart was taken. I just said, yeah, you can have it. And she had a purse about the size of my backpack, just walking in right there, just kind of like rubbing my face a little bit. And I actually, oh man, I should have loaded this other video. As I'm walking to my truck, I look back, I see a guy walk out the front door of Walmart with a big old blue backpack on. And I questioned him, like, as we're leaving, I was like, hey, sir, do you work for Walmart? Because I figured he was just getting off work. He worked for Walmart or whatever. So I just started asking him a couple questions since he just walked out of there with a backpack at the moment that I was leaving. And that was kind of an interesting video. I wasn't giving those people a hard time, but they did not like that I had the camera pointed at them. Well, there was one directly over their head from Walmart, like this one you see in the photo here.
I just want to show this real quick. This lady's going in with a purse. I have a backpack. Got my apple in here, and my stuff.
Not food. I'm not eating food. My apple, my computer.
Broken in two.
That's Walmart's policy, sir.
On a normal basis. I'm not saying you were doing it. I'm saying Walmart's policy. I'm just documenting.
Do you need me for anything, sir?
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Thanks for talking to me, but please research that.
Please yeah, get a little tongue-tied. Please research that, sir. That's all I was saying.
Okay. All right. So you can't go into Walmart with a backpack. You go into a purse, and they had a police officer waiting at the front door for me. So, and he didn't want to hear about any of this information I'm telling him about. He just wanted to go away. So that's what I'm going to keep doing until, I get some real answers. Next time we'll probably be at the city hall. So.
That's been on my list of things to do, man. Go in there. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. So, all right. I just wanted to share that video. See, I was a little bit worked up there, and I don't know. It was a little odd that there was a police officer waiting at the door. It's Christmas time. They have that, but I didn't notice one standing at the other entrance. The main entrance. And then when this guy had to go, he let me know that he was going to go inside and make sure there was no shoplifters, even though there's like 1,000 cameras in Walmart, and that's how they do it. And they have plainclothes people walk around in there and look for shoplifters. So that was, just an excuse to get out of there. I really wish that some of these police officers would talk about this. But, all right, well, I did the best I could there. Hope everybody has a good night. It's 8 o'clock, 8:15 Arizona time. I'm going to call it a night.